Miyano, stop reading so much and talk to me!
My name is Jun Miyano, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm not good at talking to people, so I always spend my time reading books alone. Then suddenly, my classmate, Nao Takahashi, started talking to me. Leave me alone.
Huh? I couldn't hear you. Can you speak up?
I felt like I was being pretty loud, but when I'm in front of people, I get nervous and mumble. People would always make fun of me for that, but after Miss Takahashi started sitting next to me, she started teasing me more.
You're never going to be popular like that. You need to speak up.
I don't want to be popular.
I said I can't hear you. If you have something to say, speak up.
No, stop messing with that geek.
You really do like strange things. What's so fun about talking to that weirdo?
Her friends were making fun of me too. I was just getting smaller by the minute.
Look, Miyano, they're talking shit. Say something back.
Leave me alone!
I can't hear you. No, let's go.
Huh? Okay. She was dragged away by her friends. I tried to speak up, but I couldn't say anything that would reach her ears. Man, I can't do this. When people are around, I just get quieter. I should just quietly read a book. I was just avoiding reality, but that was what I did to protect myself. Alright, let's go for it. I had a secret hobby. I used a streaming app to live stream with only my voice. I didn't have to talk to people when I saw them, so I loved my place in the internet. If they can't see me and I can't see them, I can talk like normal. I was working hard as a streamer. Good afternoon, guys! I'm Miyachi, here to deliver you your favorite voice. I'm working hard to become a voice actor, so I would like you all to give me scripts to speak while I'm streaming to practice. I started live streaming last year. I was an anime otaku, so I would use certain famous or popular lines to introduce myself and gathered attention that way. It took me a year to gather my listeners, but they liked me.
I'm always rooting for you. I love your voice.
Naomin is here today too. I had a lot of regulars, but Naomin was someone who was there from the beginning, always interacting. Thank you for your support as always, Miss Naomin. Let's get started. The stream continued as usual. The more time I spent practicing, the more I started getting used to new and different situations, so I started improving my skill. They really enjoyed it. Alright, Miyano, you read the next part. I was chosen to read during language arts class. I was depressed, but I started to read the excerpt. We can't hear you! Speak up, man! I was reading as best as I could, but my voice was just quiet. Right on cue, my other classmates started making fun of me. You really aren't good at this, Miyano. You should start taking this seriously. I am taking it seriously. I can't hear you from here. I want you to really speak from your stomach. Put your feelings behind it. I was able to speak like it was nothing while I was live streaming. I didn't know why I can't talk when I'm in front of people. I pretended that I was live streaming to try to get past this. I pretended this classroom was my room and spoke. Your heart has been moved from the clasps of love already. Ah, you can do it. Make sure you speak up like that every time. I said the line as if I was reading an anime line and got through reading the excerpt. I was exhausted after being so nervous. He spoke! I think it's the first time I've heard him talk. I heard people whispering. I changed my tone, but people had never heard my real voice, so I'm sure they didn't think much of it.
Miyano, let's go home together.
Why?
Don't be like that. I just have something I want to talk to you about. Come on.
After class, Takahashi invited me to go home with her. I'd never gone home with anyone, so I didn't understand why. I don't have anything I want to talk about.
Oh, you're okay with it? Okay, let's go.
I didn't say that. I said no, but she didn't listen to me. I couldn't speak up, so she used that to her advantage to go home with me.
Miyano, why are you so quiet normally?
It's not like I try.
I can hear you mumbling something, but I can't hear most of what you're saying.
That was special. When I pretended the textbook was a script, I was able to speak up. I just did what I did at home. However, I was still nervous speaking in front of people.
I want to hear your voice again.
I'm literally talking!
Miyano, you're Miyachi, right?
Huh? I was surprised when she mentioned my streamer tag. How did she know?
Look at you being all surprised. I knew it! Why do you know, you might ask? It's because I'm Naomin.
No way! I didn't realize one of my biggest fans was someone so close to me. And Naomin is actually one of my oldest fans, too. That would explain how she was able to figure out my voice.
I seriously have a huge voice fetish, and I'm a huge fan of your voice. So I heard your voice during class, and I was so surprised. I didn't realize the Miyachi I was always cheering for was so close to me.
Sorry, this is normally how I am. When I said something, she immediately rushed close to me and put her ear near my mouth. I was taken aback and walked away a little. What?
If I do this, I can hear your voice. Don't worry about it. No matter how you are regularly, I'm a huge fan of yours, so I could hear you talk.
Can you come by my house then? I was a little anxious inviting her to my house like that, but I wanted to be in an environment where I could relax. I had her come with me. Thank you for always supporting me. I really appreciate your support.
Oh, I'm the one that's always lucky to hear your voice. You don't have to thank me.
I was still nervous, but I felt a little relieved being in a familiar environment. I was able to talk a little louder than I could at school. I just get so nervous in front of people that I can't really talk. When I'm live streaming, I don't have to worry about it because I don't have to see anyone's face. When there are other people, I get really nervous, and I know you wanted to talk to me. I wasn't ignoring you, so... sorry.
I could tell you were trying to talk. I couldn't hear you well. But I feel bad about this. Your voice while you livestream is so nice, so you should be able to show off at school.
I know it's not good to just be this way, but I can't do anything about it. When I'm talking, people don't hear me, and then it makes me even more nervous and... eventually, I end up just avoiding people at all.
So, you're saying if you can't talk, you can't get along with people?
Yeah, if I can do that, I guess I could.
Then let's practice. If you get used to talking in front of people, you'll be able to talk like when you livestream.
It's not that easy. I've tried a lot over the years, but I've never been able to talk.
That's because you haven't tried correctly. I'll help you.
How do you plan to help?
First, let's start with you breaking the ice with me. I want you to talk a little louder.
I'm trying to talk loud now.
You're talking a little louder than when you talk at school, but I think you can be louder. If you're nervous because you're looking at me, I'll turn around for you.
She turned her back to me. I couldn't see her face, but it didn't matter because I knew someone was near me. I'm glad you're trying to help, but it doesn't make much of a difference. I'm nervous about the presence of someone, so it's not like not looking at your face makes me less nervous.
You can't talk to your family either?
No, I can talk to my family. I don't need to worry about what they're thinking.
Ah, so you don't have problems when it comes to someone you don't have to worry about then.
She came behind me and hugged me from behind. What are you doing? She suddenly hugged me and my heart rate spiked. It was the first time a girl had hugged me.
I'm going to get close to you so that you don't have to worry about me. Let's go out.
What the? Why?
I told you I like your voice. If I do this, I can listen to your voice anytime I want, and you can practice talking too. I think it's a win-win.
That doesn't mean that we should go out!
You don't like me?
It's not about liking or disliking. I can't even talk to anyone. How am I supposed to date?
If you don't dislike me, then why don't we at least give it a shot? Not going out just because you're nervous is sad. I won't be mean, I promise. I'll make sure you can talk in front of people.
I didn't agree with how she was doing it, but I knew I had to fix this situation. If it was for me to fix my flaws, maybe this was okay. Okay then. Then let's go out.
Yeah, leave it to me.
We started going out, while also training.
All right, read this line to me.
She showed me her phone with a certain line on it. Aren't these anime lines? Why are you doing this?
Well, I figured if we start off with lines that you're used to, it would be easier for you. Just do it like you usually do on the live streams.
I've never said any anime lines when someone was around.
That's why it's practice. This is for your voice.
It was like a public recording. If I just practiced talking, then it would probably help me out. She was the only person around, but I was still nervous. But if I can't do this, I won't be able to change. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I took a deep breath and imagined the situation with the anime characters. I played the part and put emotion behind the lines. My life is yours. I will use it for you. I will be by your side till the end. I was exhausted after saying it. Maybe being nervous actually paid off. I was able to speak up.
Oh my god, I can hear Miyachi's voice raw. This is amazing.
Miss Takahashi?
Yeah, you had a great voice. And we learned that you can say anime lines normally.
Wait, are you using this training as a way to hear my voice?
Not at all. It's easier this way for you too, right? This is the perfect idea.
I mean, maybe, but whether it was effective or not, I felt like she was using me. She told me to say more anime lines before moving to the next step.
Okay, this next line.
What is this? I wasn't familiar with the lines she had showed me on her phone.
It's just a scenario. I just made it up, so put some emotion behind it and read it.
I can't read this. It's embarrassing.
You can get over that kind of embarrassment to really grow. Just think it's an anime line.
Ugh. I buckled down and said what was on the phone. I've always liked you since I've met you. Please date me.
Oh my god, yes!
She hugged me. Wait, what are you doing? After I said the confession, she hugged me, and I couldn't help but blush.
I was just amazed by that line.
You made me say it.
Still, I was moved. I love you.
This is how my training, while also being Miss Takahashi's toy, started. Thank you for listening, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow. I finished my daily live stream.
Miyano, it was great.
Thank you. She was in my room while I was streaming. I had never shown anyone my live streams, but because of our daily training, I started getting used to her presence. I was able to have her stick around because I got used to her.
You've really grown. You're not nervous around me anymore.
Yeah, you've been making me do things. She used my legs as a pillow. I pet her head gently.
You even pet my head without me saying anything.
You literally told me to do that. She said it was part of the training to act all flirty too. She would hold my hands and hold me. At first I was nervous, but I was able to really overcome my fear of being around her.
All right, let's try something new.
She pulled up the blanket and got into my bed.
You come in here too.
What are we gonna do in bed?
It's just a cuddle nap.
I mean, if it's just a nap. If it was just napping next to her, I'd be okay. But once I actually got into the futon, I was nervous for a different reason than usual. The special situation actually made me think of things.
Maybe I'll just stay the night.
No, you need to go home.
You don't want to spend the night with me?
I don't want anything happening.
You plan on doing something to me?
I didn't mean that. My imagination ran wild. She hugged me as if to make me more nervous.
What if I said you can do whatever you like with me?
What?
I thought maybe you'd want to do something to me.
You want me to?
If you like me, sure.
I heard her, and I finally said what was on my mind. I'm really happy that you like me, but you like my voice, right? What about the other stuff?
I knew you weren't sure about how I felt. I kind of figured. No matter how much we were snuggling, you kept saying it was just training.
That was the reason we started this, so...
I mean, at first, sure, it was your voice, but not anymore. Right now, I like all of you. And I can give you everything I have for you.
I see. I was pretty shy that she would like me that much.
What about you? What do you think about me?
Well, we started dating under the pretense of training, but I really did start falling for you. We were only dating because of my voice, so I was worried about what would happen if you got bored. But if you aren't bored of me, then I want to be with you forever.
Then let me hear your confession again. Not something I thought of, but something you came up with.
Everything that I had told her up until this point had been lines that she had made me say. Just like I was worried about how she felt, she must have been worried about how I felt. I realized why she did what she did. I want you to be by my side from now on. I love you now. She kissed me on the lips.
I love you, June.
She smiled happily. I wasn't able to speak up at school yet, but after this happened, I was able to speak up anywhere. I knew if she supported me, I could get over anything.
Thank you for watching. How was today's video? Please check out our other videos as well.